Hello. Good afternoon, Dr. Brian Alman. Thank you for your time.
Hi, Natalie. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Dr. Brian Alman is an amazing doctor, hypnotherapist, and a world's leading authority on mind, body, heart, soul healing. His revolutionary process for accessing the power of your true inner voice is known around the world. His self-help books are the result of over 30 years of work and experience with thousands of patients. Here's my first question. Tell us about mind, body, heart, soul healing.
So the process is counterintuitive, paradoxical. You're probably not going to learn this anywhere else because most people on the planet actually believe, and I'm sure almost everybody watching this believes, that human beings are primarily logical beings. That people will do what they know they should. Once they decide, I need to lose weight, I need to get unstuck, I need to quit smoking, now you're starting to agree with me perhaps, we're not primarily logical beings. Most of us are very smart, very intelligent, very capable, and know exactly what they should do. But cannot motivate themselves or get themselves to do it. So even if you have the cookbook, the entire program of how to be in a relationship or how to be successful or how to be happy or how to get out of an addiction, even if you're reading the manual, it's still very difficult to do. So it's not an information thing. Most obese people are dietitians, nutritionists. They know exactly what they should do. They know more than most nutritionists. They know calories, carb, fat content. So it's not a lack of information. They don't need to know how to eat a better breakfast. They're overeating to calm themselves down and take care of themselves. Not because they don't take care of themselves. So having said that, human beings are emotionally driven. We learn by the action of experience. Through the action of experience, you have to accept whatever's going on. Then you have to let go, express it. And the reason I'm really pointing out these two fundamentals that really work for your mind, body, heart, and soul is that most people don't accept what's going on in their head or in their heart or in their body. They actually judge it. So those are two of the huge fundamentals with the process. The voice process, the mind, body, heart, and soul process of really being able to get to the next level, get unstuck, get healthy and happy, acceptance and letting go versus judging and holding on, which is what probably 90% of people do for their entire lives.
Correct.
So it's counterintuitive, paradoxical, but it works right away instead of taking decades.
Wonderful. My second question to you is about hypnosis. Tell us what hypnosis is and how you can help your clients with it.
Okay. Well, hypnosis is a vehicle. It's a technique. It's a strategy. It's like a boat, like a car. It's how you get from one place to another. It's the same experience as meditation. It's calming, it's relaxing, it's peaceful. And the only difference between meditation and hypnosis is that hypnosis is meditation with a purpose, with a goal, with an intention, like pain control or getting unstuck. I've been very fortunate to learn meditation from amazing teachers in India. I've been very fortunate to learn hypnosis and self-hypnosis and mind-body healing, guided imagery from Dr. Milton Erickson. And so I've learned from the best teachers in the world, and they have a lot in common. I've actually written books about this. I've written quite a bit about this. They have a lot in common, the meditation, hypnosis, basically East and Western approaches to the same desire to help people help themselves. So the process is really deep relaxation. The vehicle works best when you utilize what's going on with the person. So somebody loves music, it's a great idea to use music. So you actually want to utilize the person's individual way of relaxing to get into the state, and then help them do the work. With hypnosis, like with meditation or mind-body healing, you learn to let go of some control to gain an even greater control. But you are totally in control the entire time. It's just a different level of self-control than you probably have experienced ever before, because you're used to taking control and trying to be in control and trying to get more control, and in fact that helps you lose control, because anything you try to do too much, you actually lose it.
My next question is about your books. So we have here 2 books. One that you have written for kids, which is called Less Stress for Kids. So tell us a little more about this book.
Okay, so it's for parents, teachers, kids, basically from about, I'd say, 5 to 18. I've worked with thousands of kids from all around the world. Parents will bring their kids in to see me who are really stuck and they don't know what to do medically or emotionally or for a lot of really good reasons, and they haven't been able to get unstuck. So again, I always turn the answers or the process over to the individual. Even kids have their own best answers inside. And I teach these techniques in schools now. There's thousands of schools using this book, using these techniques. And in that particular book, there's a technique for every single week of the school year. So there is techniques for dealing with fears, all the things we wish we learned when we were growing up. Dealing with fears, dealing with bullies, sleep difficulties, dealing with stress, problems at home, self-confidence, the opposite sex, all the things that come up for us. Very practical, evidence-based, clinically proven techniques, so we can help kids help themselves. In fact, I just did a program at a school, and after teaching this to all the kids in the whole school, 100% of the kids would recommend the techniques they learned to other kids and their parents. I did a program for the parents, same thing. 100% of the parents said that they would recommend the techniques to other parents and to their kids. So I know they're effective, they're simple, they take about 15 seconds to a minute to learn. You feel better immediately. You'll use the techniques forever because they're very simple, very empowering. So that's the whole idea, is that we can teach people how to help themselves in ways that they haven't learned how, with very natural, empowering, simple techniques.
Next book I have here is called The Voice.
Right.
Listen inside. Your truth will set you free.
So this book is for grown-up sized kids like us, like probably most of your audience. And it is the voice method, it's the mind, body, heart, and soul method. It's everything I learned from Milton Erickson, from India, China, Japan, South America, France, Germany, England, Amsterdam, Belgium, all over the world, Canada, Mexico, everywhere I've been, the best teachers that I've had, being clients, patients, and actual formal teachers, all of the best techniques are in there. The process is very simple, it's very practical. I've used it now, I've probably taught it to, I don't even know, hundreds of thousands of people. It's read in 142 different countries. But the voice is really captured the how-to. And people can get both of the books at Amazon, they can get all my other books.
My next question is about who is using your techniques. What kind of people are usually in need of it? For what kind of situations?
Right. So, Natalie, people that are employees in certain companies are getting my techniques as part of their corporate wellness program. So all of the employees, there's one company called Great Call. They make the jitterbug phone. And they have a call center, and they have corporate offices, and all of their employees are getting the wellness techniques, mind, body, heart, and soul techniques. So that's one way, is through your company.
Okay.
Healthcare companies like Kaiser Permanente, we both have very positive and strong affiliations with, will use it in their weight loss program, in their stress management program. A lot of the doctors will recommend it to patients in everything from oncology to pediatrics to pain control, sleep. So a lot of the counselors and doctors will recommend it through healthcare organizations like Kaiser and others. People who are amateur and professional athletes will find out about the books and use it to help them in sports. Professional golfers, tennis players, hockey players, basketball players, football players, soccer players. So anybody that really needs to get their head in the game, because physically they're already quite proficient and capable, but you have to make sure, because most sports come down to what's happening between the ears. So you really have to, in sports, make sure you know these techniques. So in a moment's notice, you can perform at your best, because a lot of athletes will freeze or kind of get stuck when the lights are on or when the game is on or it's a big situation. So you have to make sure you can be successful and benefit from your physical skills by getting your head in the game. So a lot of athletes, a lot of people who are stuck medically, they don't realize that if you literally have a real medical condition, how helpful the mind can be. And as you know, because I know you read some of my other books, that I got into the field because of my own pain. So I was born missing part of L4 and L5, so I had a lot of pain problems, just as one of my teachers, Milton Erickson, got in the field because of his polio. He wasn't supposed to live past teenager. I met him when he was 75. People said I could be crippled for the rest of my life. I didn't get a back surgery, which I never did, and I'm actually free of pain 95% of the pain, 95% of the time, instead of in pain 95% of the time. So when you have an actual medical condition, from cancer to something you were born with to stroke, I've written medical journal stories about somebody with a stroke, that these techniques can be very helpful. So what's really next is helping people all over the world help them tap into their own inner resources, so they can be healthier and happier every single day. So that's really huge to me. True Sage is a big part of my life. It's like the research, but actually be able to deliver to people through all these new medias, all these different methods. Why I still do a lot of TV shows, why I still do interviews all the time, is I'm highly motivated to help people help themselves. So True Sage is probably the best way that I have, in addition to the books.
Thank you. Well, thanks for helping others, for being a true sage.
Helping people tap into their own true sage.
Yes. and for all the great things that you do. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Natalie.